I think like most animators of my generation, I think our stories are fairly similar. We all grew up loving animation. I think that doesn't make me, even remotely remarkable. Most kids do. The thing that I think made me a little bit different was that I wanted to figure out how it was done. I wanted to do it myself. I think people who work in stop motion tend to have, fairly developed sides of their brain. They're creative, but they like to figure out problems. They like to, they kind of get into how things work.
It's an engineering
That's
element.
right.
Yeah.
And so when I was growing up, I loved cartoons, but I loved Ray Harryhausen films, the creature features. Those were my absolute favorite. On the local independent station, they would have these matinees every Sunday, and I would look forward. I would just salivate at the prospect of watching, Jason the Argonauts or Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. And the thing about it was that stop motion had a quality that was really unlike anything else. There was something that was really unusual about it. It was beautiful and charming and weird. And in the years that have passed, I've kind of tried to figure out what attracts me to it. Why do I love it so much? And I think that on some level, it's almost like it's evocative of a child's plaything being brought to life. It feels like sort of imaginative play. When you're a kid and you have your action figures or your dolls or whatever, and you're doing these things, you almost imagine that they have an inner life. And I actually see it with my youngest son, my 3-year-old son. He'll be off in a corner somewhere with his Batman figurines and stuff, and he's like, he's doing the voices, and he's essentially telling stories. And it's just kind of an innate part of who we are. And so that was just something that I just loved and really cultivated. And so, like many animators, stop motion animators of my generation, I just went off into my parents' garage and just tried to figure out how to do it on my own.